Hey, Joanna,
Hey,
come on in out of the
how are
rain.
you doing?
Doing good. How are you?
Out there. Thanks for letting us come over
You're
today.
welcome.
Hey Nathan, thanks for having us out here today. I know with the rain, the weather's been a little challenging this winter, but can we still go out and see the high tunnels?
Yeah, work goes on here at the farm, rain or shine. With the rain going on, we can take a look at what's going on inside the tunnel. Let's talk a little bit about some of the benefits of, why we have the tunnels and what the rain doesn't affect in there.
Well, I want to take some time to look around the store when we get back, but let's go ahead and take a look at those tunnels.
Let's go out.
All right.
So you can see behind us and all the way around us, we actually do have stuff growing. That would probably be pretty much impossible this year without the access to the tunnel that we're in. Provides a lot better environment for the crops to be grown in, even under the conditions that we've had this year, the extreme cold, the ice and snow and so forth. Behind us everywhere is what most people consider the old tobacco canvas. It's actually a lot heavier. That actually adds about 8 to 10 degrees insulating factor in addition to the tunnel itself. A lot of these crops can take down, into the upper teens to the 20s and be okay. With the cover and the tunnel this year, we were recording temperatures around 24, 25 when it was single digits and 0 outside. Top.
Now Nathan, it's raining today, and so he said that the tunnel protects it from the elements, but how do you get water in here then?
I took the drip irrigation technology that I was familiar with in the field and brought it inside the tunnel also, along with plasticulture. And underneath that is the key to it, is the drip irrigation. It's a tube. You can see over there on some of the bare ground stuff that we have, the tube is actually showing. But underneath this mulch also is that same tube, and that allows the water to go through there.
So Nathan, this is truly a family operation. I saw your dad, your son, your daughter helped lay the landscape fabric. Talk a little bit about how everybody plays a role in the farm.
It's for the family. That was my whole goal in beginning to farm, where we could spend more time. We homeschool also, so we wanted to spend more time with the children. And Michelle, my wife, we wanted to spend more time with each other also.
Our lifestyle and what we wanted for our family was to spend as much time together as possible and to provide opportunities for our kids as they get older, and hopefully if they choose to, that they will be able to farm full-time too. When Nathan and I first met, we were helping tobacco farmers transitioning into fruit and vegetable crops, and it's something that we're very passionate about, is helping farmers stay on their family farms. I started looking at local food from a different perspective. When we started having children, I wanted to feed our kids really healthy food, and I found that buying food at the local farmers market or with local farmers was a great way to limit processed foods or unhealthy foods. That's when we started realizing that we could grow fruits and vegetables here and combine that with other products and create a CSA model where our customers have the convenience of kind of a one-stop shop. They come and they pick everything up, but also where we could provide community for one another and help one another learn how to use the unique vegetables like Nathan was talking about.
We also market at local farmers markets here in town and sell to a couple of restaurants in the Bowling Green area and some self-establishments also. We usually grow about 52 to 60 varieties of heirloom tomatoes, and of course those are coming off in the summer months.
Michelle, you guys serve as a catalyst for the local food movement in the community and an inspiration for other farmers to want and strive to become full-time farmers. And you guys have a program where you help people do that.
Yes, we're very blessed by the opportunities that we've been given to be doing what we're doing, and we want to provide that opportunity for other families. And so we have a family, Jordan Jackson and their little baby Avery, that comes out to the farm, and they're actually going to be growing food here that they're going to be selling, starting their own CSA, and just as a way to help encourage people to try farming out to see if it works for them. Nathan grew up farming and I went to school to learn about it, and so we kind of had that opportunity, but there's a lot of young people out there that are very interested in starting to farm full-time, and we want to do anything we can to help provide that opportunity for them.
A restaurant-style
creamed spinach dish can be served at home very simply, a fraction of the cost, with just a little preparation and a few ingredients. And we're gonna get started with 2 tablespoons of butter. What you wanna do is put that on a low heat and let that melt. I'm melting 2 tablespoons of butter. And when this thoroughly melts, I'm gonna add in a tablespoon of garlic. And I have 1 pound of spinach that I have thoroughly washed, I have rinsed and completely dried, and I'm just giving it a rough chop. And the reason I'm doing this is just so that as your spinach prepares, you don't have huge bites of spinach, but you have more small, uniform type pieces. So I'm gonna add a little bit of water. You don't necessarily have to add tons. And at this point, I'm gonna put the top on my stock pot. I've got it on a low to medium heat, and I'm just gonna let it sit for just a few minutes. It doesn't take very long, but just to let the spinach really wilt and steam. So my butter is mainly melted. And you want it to be on a low temperature. You don't wanna brown the butter, you just want it to melt. And I'm gonna add in about a tablespoon or 1 clove of garlic. Those flavors are really gonna marry together and be very flavorful. So now that my flavors have married, I've got the garlic and the butter, I'm gonna add 1 cup of a heavy cream. This is giving you that creamy texture that we love in this recipe. Let this warm. You're looking for a simmer. You might want to turn up your heat just a tad bit, because before we just had it on a low where the butter melted. This you want it to get pretty hot. So at this point I've got it on a medium to high heat. So a 1/2 cup of grated Parmesan cheese. I'm going to put that in. So the spinach smells absolutely flavorful, absolutely delicious. What has happened is I've steamed the spinach. It has turned a very bright and vibrant color. A lot of the liquid, of course, is cooked out. It's wilted now, and so it's soft. But look how beautiful those greens are. Now you may be wondering, when I first started this recipe, we had quite a bit more spinach. The spinach does cook down quite a bit. So I have a couple paper towels, I have it in my strainer, and I'm gonna take my spinach and I'm gonna give it a good squeeze. Really force out some of those extra liquids. Be careful because it can be hot. If you wanna let it cool just a little bit, you can totally do that. That's it. So the spinach is completely prepared and it's ready to be added to our creamy, delicious sauce. Our cream sauce is completely combined, our cheese is melted, and it's ready for our spinach. I'm now just gonna put our rinsed, wilted spinach into our cream and give it a quick stir. I'm gonna put the top on this and give it just a few minutes for the flavors to really marry, and then we're ready to enjoy. Restaurant style. Look how delicious that is. Absolutely beautiful and very tasty. Great way to utilize some of these local greens. Pairing this decadent restaurant style creamy spinach side dish alongside a lean protein makes for a delicious wintertime healthy meal.